Greetings to the Pilgrim Church family and to any visitors who may have tuned in. This is Danny here on behalf of the elders at the Pilgrim Church of Christ with the spiritual dose entry for Tuesday, September 22nd. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when I read the following passage of Scripture, which I have taken from the New Living Translation? Quote, "Do to others whatever you would like them to do to you. This is the essence of all that is taught in the law and the prophets." Unquote. For many, probably most, and perhaps even all of you, your first reaction was to recognize this as what we term the Golden Rule. This passage, along with that historic designation of it, is my topic of discussion for today. Back in 2014 BC, that's before COVID-19, I was still driving every day to my work site downtown and back home. One day I happened to discover a broadcast on FM radio station 89.1 entitled Something Good Radio. Originating from a congregation just outside of Washington, D.C., think about that mission field for a while. It was a recording of their Sunday worship service sermon by Ron Jones, who was preaching there at the time, and it was broadcast on this radio station at 4:30 p.m. each weekday afternoon. I learned that if I left the building at exactly 4:30 p.m., if not a few minutes before, that I could make it across the street, into the parking garage, into my car, start it up, and still catch the broadcast just after the daily welcome and promotional announcements. The notes that I recorded in my Bible from that particular sermon listed as being broadcast almost exactly 6 years ago on September 18th, 2014. The passage quoted at the beginning, which is taken from Matthew 7:12, part of Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, was the reference text that Ron Jones used and entitled, "What's So Golden About the Golden Rule?" He broke the word golden down into its individual letters, and then using them in an acrostic fashion, he presented the following 6 remarks. First remark, Jesus says in John 12, verse 49, quote, "I don't speak on my own authority. The Father who sent me has commanded me what to say and how to say it," unquote. So, since in our text for today, Matthew recorded the statement as a quote straight from Jesus, we now understand that it actually originated with God himself. That being said, the G from golden equals it is God's will that we obey this command. Second remark, God through Jesus addresses a concern that was very common then and is still common today: how well we wish others would treat us. Very simply put, Jesus says our wishes become the second in a 2-step process, which hinges on the first step. The O in golden equals others should first be treated as we wish to be treated. Third remark, we all realize that during his time of ministry on earth, Jesus had many who refused to accept his claim of being the Son of Jehovah God. He knew that these same skeptics also placed a great trust in the words recorded in the law and the prophets, what would have passed as the scriptures of their day. Playing off of that level of trust, he proclaimed the L from golden equals our need to treat others as instructed has its very basis in those same law and prophets. In fact, Jesus says that to do so is the very essence of them both. Fourth remark, in James's epistle, chapter 2, verses 14 through 17, he warns Christians that wish goodwill on those that we encounter who are destitute, but without any accompanying work of assistance, that this indicates our faith is incomplete. Likewise, in today's passage, according to Jesus, the D equals do the good do to others and do not just wish good upon them. In fact, it's implied that if we just wish it upon them, they just might do nothing more for us as well. Fifth remark, in this short instruction, Jesus addresses both the giver and the recipient of the good that is due, and both are all inclusive. The E for golden equals everyone can fill the role of giver to others, and everyone can fill the role of recipient from us. Sixth and final remark. Reference was made earlier to the Jews of Jesus' day and their emphasis on heeding the commands they found in the law and in the prophets. In doing so, they had surely become accustomed to the pronounced majority of negative-based commands, thou shalt nots, over the positive-based commands, thou shalt. Here, Jesus reverses that trend. The N for golden stands for a new twist on the thrust of the command, positive-based rather than negative-based. So, there you have the G.O.L.D.E.N golden rule. G equals God's will. O equals others first. L equals law and the prophets. D equals do not just wish. E equals everyone can give, everyone can receive. And N equals a new twist on the command's thrust. I hope you have found this brief study beneficial, and that in times to come, when you read this brief little passage in your study, that you'll recall some of these remarks and meditate anew on their implications and their applications. Once again, thank you for tuning in. I pray that this message finds you safe and healthy, and that you are getting the opportunity to enjoy some quality time with your family and loved ones. I pray that if you're not able to attend our worship services in person, you are able to attend online. And pray that you'll keep in mind that this upcoming Sunday has been designated as Mask Sunday. We're asking everyone in attendance to have masks on while they are congregated inside the building. And in doing so, we can hopefully encourage some of those who have felt hesitant about attending due to those who have not been wearing masks, that they can attend and feel confident in doing so. Can also keep in mind that the elders are always open to any calls, visits, any prayers that we can offer on your behalf, whatever your spiritual need may be. Once again, I thank you for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you Sunday if you're able to make it, and pray God's richest blessings on you. Take care. I love every one of you.